ISIS is the new Al-Qaeda.
They may seek to radicalise others, they may seek to encourage people to travel, they may seek to incite others to terrorist attacks.
On the 9th anniversary of 7/7, the UK is watching closely the events currently happening in the Middle East. The haunting images and chaotic scenes taken from that day in 2005 remain embedded in our memories. The Met's Assistant Commissioner has warned that Britain could feel the long-term consequences of the current conflict in Syria and the crisis in Iraq.
A proportion, though, if they are able to come back into this country and they're not, for example, killed or arrested on their way back, then they may pose a threat here. Or they may seek to incite others to terrorist attacks or violence. And of course, some of them perhaps may come back here intending to attack people here or in Europe.
In recent weeks, what's become the biggest militant group, ISIS, known as the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, has taken control of cities across the country and in Syria.
The current Al-Qaeda leadership with Ayman al-Zawahiri is regarded as being too old and kind of dithering, not doing very much. And Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who set up Al-Qaeda in Iraq and later transformed that into the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, clearly wants to be the new leader of the Al-Qaeda brand.
With the declaration of a caliphate, an Islamic State ruled by a single political and religious leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, a new era of international jihadism has been ushered in.
So if you like, they are taking the old Al-Qaeda brand, which was attractive worldwide to extremists, and saying, look, we are the new Al-Qaeda and we have the land on the ground and the victories to prove it, and we are taking on Assad's regime as well as the Iraqi regime, and we're going to take on the Americans and Iranians and anybody else who fights us, Hezbollah and others.
In 2005, Al-Qaeda claimed responsibility for the attacks in London, which killed 52 people and injured around 700. It's known that British fighters have been recruited into the new terror organisation ISIS, and although there has been no public threat from the militant group, concern of another attack remains.
I'd also disagree with those people who think this is nothing to do with us, and if they want to have some sort of extreme Islamist regime in the middle of Iraq, that won't affect us. It will. The people in that regime, as well as trying to take territory, are also planning to attack us here at home in the United Kingdom.
There is a strong understanding across everybody I've met in Iraq that an inclusive government is needed, that it's important to combine Shias, Sunnis, Kurds together.
The threat is on the doorstep of Europe, and we think that around 400 UK-linked individuals have gone out to fight in Syria, mainly young men, but also some women. And there is a real threat that is posed to us here in the UK.
7/7 was the day a series of bomb attacks ripped through London's transport network, with explosions on tube trains and a bus. A memorial for the London bombings is in the southeast corner of Hyde Park. It comprises of 52 stainless steel pillars, collectively representing each of the 52 victims, grouped together in 4 interlinking clusters, reflecting the 4 locations of the incidents.